This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Canes will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 39 after a good return on that one. The offense lining up for a first down play. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
Yeah, and they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield, making plays.
Boy, it almost seems like they didn't know what time the game started. This opening drive, disastrous. 3rd and 10 miles to go. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Sometimes it just seems like you don't have your act together at the start of the game. 3rd and a mile and a half on the opening drive. He's looking downfield to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The defense takes matters into their own hands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Going with the ground game left. Breaks the tackle. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job, and he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Gets it out fast. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. On the option. He'll toss it. Turns it on in midfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
The give to the back. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Hurricanes will have it first and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll give it to him again. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play, but understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got the quick pass. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The run to the left. Oh, it's out. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Quick release on the RPO. Finds a crease at the 20. down the left side. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown Sooners!
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. He's looking to throw it. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Oklahoma offense will go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
On second down, he'll fire. He wants to take the top off. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 14, Miami 7.
The Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. That Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he's got it inside the 20. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, K.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
They went with the QB design run. The quarterback knew where the marker was to get that first. He dove out. He was trying to get the ball to that point. Just couldn't quite get there.
Well, jet sweep pass. Discards a man. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Got his man out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Goes to the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Brings up 3rd down.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Quick strike complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down.
Timeout, Miami.
No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Just going to keep it after the snap. The Sooners will keep this drive going. From that spot on the field, this is the area that we expert commentators call no man's land. So the call makes sense.
You have to go for it. You're in a situation where you're in field goal range for maybe elite kickers, but dude, go for it. You're not going to have anything to lose. Field position will still be okay. You got to go for it in these situations.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going now.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Oh, it's a reverse. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Unleashes one. Ball in the air, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Bean. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route, he's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good...
Got a lot of running room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Defense not showing press coverage. To the air on first down. Gonna take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
You just wonder if that last interception the quarterback threw last drive is starting to affect him and what he's seeing right now. He's seeing ghosts. Doesn't look very confident throwing the football. He's lucky the defense dropped that last throw.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed. But it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
He's going to pass on second down. Going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on him.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Unloads it downfield. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone, a pickup of 5 to the 20.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. The give on the inside. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
4th down is coming up.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He finds his man. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. Going up top on first down. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
They keep attacking through the air. It's complete. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21. Back to the ground with the running back.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. And they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Fast motion from the offense. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pulls it in. It's Hendricks. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Looking to throw on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Third down play from the gun. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. On the run, still looking. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make it.
Makes the grab down the left side. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown Sooners! And the beatdown has ensued. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one's going to get a little star mark decided on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
He's got his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Hendricks. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Hendricks. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The snap sets up the throw. Got his man down the middle. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love a shot toward the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. The Canes headed quickly to the line.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He tries to take the top off. Snags it on the right. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Miami.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy...
And they got him for the sack.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It leads to second down.
They'll line up for a second down play. Corner's going to give them room. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Hendricks. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Going for the big play. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Got it. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Using his feet. The Sooners have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a reverse. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
I love the timing on the jet sweep there. The quarterback snapped it at the perfect moment. He could give it right away to the receiver to get outside, get around the defensive end, and start getting upfield.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on second and 7. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. At the 35, he's got room. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bean. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. From the shotgun, the inside give. At the 20, he's got space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on the show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.